don't know if you can see that, but it says Rua da Patinagem, and I might be mispronouncing it, but this is kind of a new street. There's LISBOETA, there's Grand Palace, Lisboa Grand Palace and LISBOETA, and then we got some like sporting stuff as well. So we're gonna basically walk down this street. There's a ton of kind of construction stuff. We'll see what we can see, but this is actually the base of it, and it's kind of interesting because this is all Koloan Island. So originally when Macau was islands, like 3 different islands, and actually that's kind of interesting that I mentioned it, because that over there is called Islands Hospital. It's all a new construction, and we just filmed that road over there, kind of following kind of the mountainside there, and that was called Islands. But actually all of this right here is Koloan, which is a separate island that is now fused in with Taipa, and this is all kind of new. And of course they built all these casinos called Cotai, which is Koloan, the island that's right behind us, and Taipa. So Cotai, Koloan Taipa, Koloan Taipa, C-O-T-A-I. So that's all part of Cotai, all those casinos. And basically they did all the landfill between these 2 islands. So anyways, this is called Patinagem Street. We're gonna go down it, and this is basically where we're starting at. And there's a ton of hiking trails up there, and I've explored a little bit, and I'm gonna have to explore and show those on YouTube because I haven't done that so much. Usually I get more into streets. But anyways, let's go down this street. Hey, check it out, Macau 2023. Check out some more streets. Yeah, there's our street right there, and it kind of comes out to Lotus Flower Road, Strada de Flor de Lotus. And I think the first thing we're gonna do is kind of cross a little bit, because I think this side might be a little bit more interesting, so that's kind of the main reason. And actually I'm kind of curious how this road might change as well. There's a lot of construction vehicles everywhere right now, so and there's a hotel right there as well, so we're gonna walk by all that such. Signature Noodles, if you've been watching my channel, I went to Signature Noodles recently and filmed in there, and that's actually the Cajo Tunnel. So there's a tunnel that goes through this mountain now, and it takes you to the beach. It's actually the easiest way to get to the beaches now, a little bit quicker than before, where everybody would have to drive all the way around to that other, you know, they'd go like that, right? So anyways, that's an electric company. So let's walk on down. Inside there's laser, there's like a zip line, all kinds of stuff inside, and I haven't been there before. So that's actually called LISBOETA. I always call it LISBOETA when I film it as well. So if you want to see what it looks like, might even attach it at the base here. And these are parking lots that go into it. So the cars, they park down that way. We could go down that way as well. I'm kind of tempted just to go in, but of course you would miss all this. This way or that way, and go through the casino. I kind of got to stay faithful to the road, right? So let's do the road. Yeah, we'll stay faithful to the road. It's actually kind of interesting. Like, one of my observations too is these casinos, you know, this is all like the venting air conditioning units, I think, basically. So it's kind of interesting how much of the casinos, you know, they, like, I always thought they'd be kind of beautified on all 4 sides, and they're usually not. They're usually like kind of like warehouse-ish, which makes sense because, you know, they got a lot of stuff have to come in. But like this, I think if I would have designed a casino, I think I would have put this in the middle. You know, like in the exterior, I would have had like all kinds of amenities to bring people in, and then they come into the like a donut kind of shape, right? And then you have a road, maybe it goes underneath, and then that's all where all the delivery trucks go, like this stuff. Like you could have one of those, but like have it like I would try to keep this, so like I'd like rent it out to a bunch of vendors, do a totally different kind of thing with it basically. But a lot of times in almost all the casinos here, there's a lot of like landscaping and kind of empty space everywhere. It doesn't look very inviting to walk towards it. You know, it feels kind of like it's not really people friendly from the outside, and then of course when you're inside you're kind of like lost a little bit, you know. They make it hard to get in and out, right? So it's hard to get in even if you're walking around. But to me, like, you should try to bring people in. If they walk out somewhere else, it doesn't matter, because then you'll bring them in from everywhere else, because you know, they'll know that there's like a bunch of cool stuff that they can see on the exterior part. But anyways, it doesn't really happen so much here. So we could go in right there too. So actually that one would be the exterior part. That one actually brings us into the casino a little bit. Okay, so that's East Asia Games right there. That's Grand Lisboa. That's I think we're gonna have to go in maybe and kind of check it all out. So yeah, this is kind of an entrance here. You can go in that way. So we're gonna walk in this way. Thank you. Okay, just to give you a little context, there's like the Zip City, Macau Palace. Let me just kind of capture this real quick. It's funny, I've never came in this way before. So yeah, actually that is kind of interesting. Fun Factory, that's like a little bit of an outlet there. So we started out on a road. Yeah, actually this one I feel like this should be more visible from the outside, just to bring people in. You know, because it's like, they put all that space between here and there, right? But they could utilize all that space, bring the people in the middle. I mean, all that parking lot stuff, bring it in the middle. Like, make it so it's kind of invisible, right? That's what I would do anyways. I'm not oh, I didn't know that moved. So this casino has art like this one right here. So they'll have exhibitions in here as well. Like that. Might not be able to film, so I won't go in. Okay, so we're gonna just kind of stroll around a little bit. I guess it's good that you got to see that road, and actually it's kind of unfortunate that this is so hidden. Like, this should be more visible from the outside, you know, like that's what brings people to it. Because actually when you're inside it's kind of cool, but from the outside you wouldn't really know it. Like, if people knew there was like a Circle K right there, that's, you know, I think they would come in a little. They'd draw them in from the other casinos. You'd walk over here, but you can't see it. And anyways, I'm gonna get off my rant. This is the Tai Chi series. So I kind of like this because there's a character right there. That's the Tai Chi, and then this is kind of like similar to that character, right? So kind of like that with that. And let me just kind of see. So that goes towards the hotel over there. Stanley's Cafe. Let me just kind of check this out real quick. Looks like kind of a little bit of a Portuguese style. So they got some butter. Cream lady finger. So they got a bunch of kind of like a Portuguese style attraction here. Looks really interesting. Kind of want to go in there a little bit. Maybe we will. Okay. It does say just do it. So I guess we have to do it. It says just do it. Just so you can kind of know there's like a zip line, Old Macau Street. So yeah, actually that road that we came in, it's all kinds of stuff, and it says just do it. So I guess we have to go in. So we'll go back to that restaurant, and then we'll show you what it looks like as well. So so let's just do it. Let's just kind of come back here. So there's the Tai Chi one, and we're gonna see what this Stanley's Cafe is all about. Yeah. Didn't think I'd be coming in here today. Let's just check it all out. Take two. Thank you. So basically this is kind of the venue, and then we basically have this little thing right here. So we're going to be using this to check out the menu. This is pretty common in the casinos. So you always book it online using a QR code. So we're going to be doing that right now. So I'm going to find something to eat, and Yeah, it's so loud behind me. Let's see what's going on back there. So yeah, you got something? Okay. Let's see what you got. That one? Okay. Well, got some garlic bread. It's a little bit overpriced. It's what was it, 30 I think? Like really hard. But it is what it is. We got more coming as well. So there's the bill right there. So they give you, it's about $2 surcharge. It's 8 mop to the dollar. So that garlic bread was 38, which is about $5 American for that. For those 3 little pieces of kind of hard bread with a little bit of garlic on it. And then the noodle is the main deal, and that's actually about $8 or $9. So and then the Coke is about $2.50. And there it is right there. Thank you. So yeah, now all we need is a Coca-Cola. So one thing, they haven't brought the cola yet. Anyways, we got that. So and we got some silverware. They usually put it over here. So it looks like they got chopsticks and forks. What do you want, chopsticks or forks? This or the other? You can also do a fork. You want a fork? No, okay. We'll put that there. I'm also gonna use the chopsticks as well. I'm just gonna grab some beef. It's pretty tasty. And here comes the Coca-Cola right here. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. So I'm also gonna grab a little bit too. That looks really tasty. Especially like the meat with a little bit of noodles with it. Grab a little bit of that. He's gonna grab the meat so that I don't eat it all. They don't really give you much meat. That's in all of Macau. They just give you like a lot of noodles and just a ton of a little bit of beef. But the beef is tasty. That's good. Okay. So that was this place, and yeah, pretty cool. That's called Stanley's Cafe. So we're gonna come on out of here. It's all the check-in for the hotels. And yeah, that was Stanley's Cafe right there. And very Macauese. Got some really good, let's see, I guess that's something different. The boy kind of blurred by me real fast, so a little bit threw me off. Okay, so yeah, we just did it. So we went there. That was a good move. There's lots of other stuff in here, including skydiving. But actually our focus is our street. Oh, look at this. Our focus is our street. So we're gonna get back to our street in a minute. We'll just kind of come in here real quick. Kind of cool. So we're gonna come on out, and we're just gonna go through and come back to our street again. Okay, so we're gonna come on out here just to give you a little transition. This has a like kind of a, there's like a food court all the way down that way, and then there's more stuff over that way, and there's a coffee shop right here as well. Rethink Coffee, and there's a burger place down at the end as well, all the way down. McDonald's, there's another one in there as well. Got some music as well. You could park right here too. Look at that, illegal parking everywhere. It's amazing. Let me just kind of check this all out. So yeah, actually all this is all illegal parking. So I didn't know you could park like that. Okay, so let's go in this way right here. So we're gonna go into Old Macau Street. I didn't know you could illegally park there. Actually, a lot of people illegally park, but you can also get some pretty hefty fines for it too. So this is Macau Street. I've been in here recently and I was filming, so I probably won't do too much detail, but you got some architect company of Leon, LISBOETA. I think that's leftover New Year stuff. Year of the Rabbit. This is quite recently, anyways. Old style, but you can still see this everywhere in Macau. It's not really that old style, but I guess it's a loja store. So it kind of mixes a little bit of Portuguese. Henry, there's an English one. It must be from Hong Kong, because everything here is in Portuguese. I did another video recently of signature noodles. So that's right there, and then we're gonna come on out and we're going to go back to our Target Street. Thank you. So our Target Street is just on the other side, and we're gonna come out over here. So I'll just kind of give you a little quick tour of where we are exactly. So this is Macau Palace. There's a zip line up there. They got this beautiful kind of Macau style stuff. Signature noodles, Royal Palace, jewelry store, Stanley's Cafe where we just ate at, and some stuff that's not quite open yet down there. Dumplings, okay. And a Zip City, of course, too. So let's bring the camera out to the other side because I want to show you what that all looks like. So here's the side of Macau Palace, and we are going to go back to our Target Street. And just quite a bit I probably missed, but that's our Target Street that we just came down. But you can see some of these casinos here. So now we're quite a bit closer to the Lisboa Palace. Wind Palace is on the other side, Morpheus is over there, City of Dreams is over there, MGM. This is like a tennis, bowling alley, stuff like that. Sports Street, that's Parisian down there. There's some hotels like Sheraton. And then this is our Target Street. So what we're gonna do is just kind of come around. And I haven't really filmed so much in front here. And I think this is still not really realized yet. Either that or it's gonna be permanently a facade, which could be the case too. But this is designed from something that was in the ocean. And it's also a replica of something from a James Bond film. I forget which one. Goldfinger? Forget. I need to watch that film. I probably watched it when I was a kid, but then down there, this one right here is a replica. That mural right there is a replica from the first casino in Macau, and that's located in Topstick. And I think that first casino, see, let's go to LISBOETA right here. So we kind of came in over here, and then let me just kind of check this real quick. So here's LISBOETA, and that was our street. So we'll just kind of target it real quick. So that's the one that we were just coming down. So we started down that way, and we basically came in that way. Then we went through it all, and went through all the way to that side and came around. And we got all this kind of construction vehicles stuff too. So I think what I want to do is I do want to look how fast this car is going. It's a fast one. So what I want to do is go towards Grand Lisboa Palace a little bit, because there's a ton more there. I think that's also our same Target Street as well. Got lots of tourists coming in. Tons of tourists. They got their bags. And let me just kind of see. So we're going to go over to our sign over here on this side. And I want to kind of give you a more context of the whole street as well. So that's one of the things we're going to do, is come closer here. There we go. Rua de Patinagem. It's cold out here. This is called Rua de Tennis. Oops. Got vehicles coming in here. So I think that street just keeps on going down. And yeah, this is kind of like the tennis street. So it says Rua de Tennis because there's like tennis and bowling and things like that. But we're gonna keep on coming down this way. And I kind of want to film some of these other streets, to be honest. So this is our Target Street. I don't know if we'll go all the way down it or not. Mostly because I don't know how interesting it would be. Look at that. It just looks like that. So let's come back around this way again. So that's our Target Street again. I'm gonna walk down the middle and watch the traffic behind me. And so yeah, this would basically end at Wind Palace. So I think what we're gonna do is come over here by Grand Lisboa, and we'll come to an ending. But that's the tennis street. That's the Wind Palace straight ahead. The ending would come out if we walk by all those vehicles, right? And this is the other part of our street too. CEM, the electric company, Wind Palace. Okay. So we're gonna come back this way, and then we can kind of view. And that goes again. That's Kolowan, that mountain right there. So so that's something we're not gonna view. So we're not gonna continue. I mean. So anyways, this is basically our 360 right here. Macau Palace. First casino. Can't remember the name of that casino right now. That's a zip line right there. That's Kolowan Mountain. So what we're on now is Cotai Strip. I think I explained that at the beginning. So that's the tennis street. Those are all the Cotai Strip casinos here in Lisboa Palace. And that's basically it for the street. So we'll probably do a separate video here. And that's this one. Hey, check it out Macau 2023. Check out some more streets.